against Dale Burnett. One fall with a 10-minute time limit. Burnett right up there in size with the Iron Mike Sharp.
Look who's back with us, Ole Anderson. What happened? Ole, you got me crying over there and pouting, huh, because I'm taking over your show from you. Is that it, Ole? Huh? Look at him. He's starting to sweat a little bit, Gordon. Look at him. What's the matter, Ole? Come on, baby. Come on. What's the matter?
I detect a note of...
I don't know, but you're standing close to him. Maybe you can check and see if he's wearing any high heels. He's certainly got a voice to go with it.
Really cute, Ole. Let me tell you something, baby. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but your words will never hurt me. You know what? I'm just a thumb snap away, baby, and I can have any member, any of the world in the first family of professional wrestling. I've got King Kong Bundy. I've got Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. I've got, you name them, and I've got them, baby. The nightmares, just like this, can be here, just like this. You understand that, big man? You can't threaten me. You're not going to stand here and scare me to death by threatening all these other managers that used to be in here. They're has-beens. I am the future of professional wrestling. You are the past. This is 84, 1954, baby. You know, you're about as dangerous as a loaded water gun, Ole Anderson. You know it, and I know it, brother.
Well, Mr. Hart, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to the commentary of the match.
My show, go right ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'm not so sure how much longer I'm going to be able to take this. Iron Mike Sharp moving out against Dale Burnett now, and here's a test of leverage and strength. And Iron Mike Sharp doesn't get that name lightly, and Mr. Burnett just found that out as he was driven to the mat, to his knees. And Iron Mike Sharp just keeps the pressure. Burnett back up. Sharp lashes out, catches in the forearms across the back, one across the back of the neck, jams him into the turnbuckle. Burnett is down. And so, Iron Mike Sharp is getting to dominate the situation here.
Come on back, Ole. Come on back. Don't walk away. Now, look at Ole. Look, you've got him upset, Gordon. Come on, he's a guest on my show. Now, won't you be nice to Ole? Come on, Ole. We want you. Do you want to say something, Ole? Go right ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead. Oh, that's enough. That's enough from you, Ole. That's enough from you, baby. This is my show. I need to talk out here. Look, they got a good shot of me right here. Look at this beautiful smile, $1 million smile right here, Gordon. Gordon, I'm going to get you a good jacket. I want you to know that I need to get him some clothes.
It's amazing for such a little guy. You certainly talk an awful lot. How did you ever get into wrestling?
I've got a lot of men that can back up anything I want to say. Let me ask you something. How did you get into professional wrestling? How did you get in? I want you to tell people how you got in professional wrestling.
Well, I've got right now Iron Mike Sharp. He's got Burnett in a lot of trouble. Dale Burnett in a lot of trouble.
Baby I've ever seen in my life. I don't want him on the show anymore. From now on, I want you to consult me who we're going to put on this TV show, not him. You understand that, Gordon? You can be replaced, Gordon.
Oh, brother. I'll tell you what, he is just strictly getting out of hand now.
You know, it's one thing to have you out here on the show, and it's another thing for you to try to monopolize the whole thing. I think everybody can understand that Gordon Solie is an announcer, and I surely know that there are people right here who would like to listen to Gordon do the commentation on the match. And I think that's what you got to do.
Name one person. Name one person.
Iron Mike Sharp in trouble right now as Burnett now is really beginning to punish him. Burnett has taken a lot of punishment from Iron Mike Sharp.
Look at him,
and it is Burnett driving that knee into the midsection of Iron Mike Sharp. Iron Mike Sharp, an Irish whip, drives him into the far turnbuckle. Burnett starts to charge him. Sharp catches him. And so, Mr. Burnett...
Have his way, Gordon, so now he's going off to pout. Look at him. Poor Ole Anderson. Look at him.
Would you consider that?
Would I consider what?
Going off?
Oh, real cute, Gordon. Real cute. You know, there's 10,000 comedians out of work, and you're trying to be one. That's real cute. You know, you're going to get on my blacklist. You better be nice to me, because since I've taken over this program, baby, there's going to be a lot of different announcers I might be using.
Yeah, well, there's a pinfall for Iron Mike Sharp. And no thanks to Mr. Mouth himself, Jimmy Hart. Welcome back, sir. That's a sharp-looking set of dudes there.
Well, thank you very much. You know, it's always a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be here with Ole. I've been back in the back, and I've been listening to that guy run his mouth. He's talking about the mouth of the South. You know, we will show them. We will show them how to touch some bodies and just look at it.
Oh, look, they're both here together. You know, Gordon, I told you a long time ago, there were a lot of great teams in professional wrestling and music and everything else. There was Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Abbott Costello, now Patterson and Anderson together. Look, you're all dressed up, Thunderbolt, with no place to go, baby. This is like the blind leading the bound with him and Ole Anderson out here.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me, baby.
We will whoop anything that you got between two shoes.
A lot of talk, a lot of hot air, baby.
All you got to do, you run your mouth out, you talk, all you got to do is bring them on. We're talking about facts now.
Yeah.
All you got to do is quit running your mouth, and we'll whoop your to death.
You're not impressing me, and you're not impressing. Are he impressing you, Ole Anderson? Let me tell you something, Ole Anderson. This is 1984, not 1954, baby. This is the future of professional wrestling. I can bring anybody, any place, anywhere in here that can whip you, and this man right here. Look at him, all dressed up, but no place to go. Both of you are, man.
You know, there's only one thing I can say when I look at you. I get so a little bit disgusted. I've listened to
you want to hit me, don't you? I guess you want to knock this chip off my shoulder. Don't you? Don't you, Ole Anderson? Is that
No, but I would like to take you.
Uh-oh. He's offering to take him in the ring. And Ole
You know, you go ahead in the wrestling ring.
I'll sue you.
Hang up there. Shut up for about 5 seconds. Shut up and don't say a word.
Ain't near one of you.
You take the wrestler and you go ahead and you throw him in the ring and you wrestle him. But when you got a little weasel like Jimmy Hart, you don't worry about wrestling. You got to give him a message. You got to give him a message that you can take back to your people, right? So you get the camera right over here. Get this
Wow, brother. Wow. Open-handed slaps and...
I tell you, there's only one thing you can do. You maybe go ahead and insult him. Get him a little bit upset. Get him a little excited. Because I'm excited. And I'll be there. If anybody's going to get in there and try to tell me they're going to run me off or they're going to run Thunderbolt off or anybody else off, I don't care if you're from New York. I don't care if you're from Chicago. I don't care where you're from. The people right here aren't going to stand for it. And I sure as hell am not going to. And he's not going to. So you get your stuff together. You come on and get us.
All right.
All right, there it is.
Get every one of them and line them up, and we'll kick their backside and give them hell.
Amen to that. And right now, here is a very special word.
Ole Anderson hit me and hit me and hit me. Well, let me tell you something, Ole Anderson.
This is
You're going to be paid back.
Bit of
Oh, look at my face. My face is still bruised from this. I promise you, Ole Anderson, you and Thunderbolt Patterson, you ain't through them yet. I'm going to get you if it's the last thing I do. You
Well, now, wait just a minute. Just a minute.
They held me 2-on-1.
Wait a minute. You're saying they held you 2-on-1.
I'm saying it. You saw it with your own eyes, and you know they did.
Just stay here. Stay here, Mr. Hart. Let me ask Jim Reeves, our director, a question right now. Jim, is it possible that we could possibly sometime later in the program get a replay of that incident that occurred last week? It is. Okay, fine.
I hope you see this.
Fine.
You'll know it was 2-on-1 then.
Right, that's fine, Mr.
You'll know
Hart.
it is, and the whole
I'll
world
call
can see
you
it. But
back.
I'm going to get even. I promise you that. I'll get even.
Yeah, you'll get even, all right. Check with my director, Jim Reeves. Jim, is that VTR ready?
Yes, it's ready.
Okay, fine. Mr. Hart, would you come over here, please?
Good. I want you, everybody, the millions of people out there to see these two guys attack me right here on national TV. Good. Roll this film. I can't
Well,
wait.
now, just a moment before we roll it. I'd just like to say that I think you owe everybody an apology.
An apology?
If in fact, Thunderbolt Patterson was not holding you. Let's take a look now. Let's go back 1 week to the situation that Mr. Hart claims to attacked him.
Let me tell you something, Ole Anderson. This is 1984, not 1954, baby. This is the future of professional wrestling. I can bring anybody, any place, anywhere in here that can whip you, and this man right here. Look at him, all dressed up, but no place to go. Both of you are, man.
You know,
this
there's
is
only
the
one
future.
thing I can say when I look at you. I get so a little bit disgusted. I've listened to
You want to hit me, don't you? I guess you want to knock this chip off my shoulder. Don't you? Don't you, Ole Anderson? Is that
No,
it?
but I would like to take you.
Uh-oh. He's offering to take him in the ring. And Ole
You know, you go ahead in the wrestling ring.
I'll sue you.
Hang up there. Shut up for about 5 seconds. Shut up and don't say a word.
Ain't near one of you.
You take the wrestler and you go ahead and you throw him in the ring and you wrestle him. But when you got a little weasel like Jimmy Hart, you don't worry about wrestling. You got to give him a message. You got to give him a message that you can take back to your people, right? So you get the camera right over here. Get this
Wow, brother. Wow. Open-handed slaps and...
I tell you, there's only one thing you can do. You maybe go ahead and insult him. Get him a little bit upset. Get him a little excited. Because I'm excited. And I'll be there. If anybody's going to get in there and try to tell me they're going to run me off or they're going to run Thunderbolt off or anybody else off, I don't care if you're from New York. I don't care if you're from Chicago. I don't care where you're from. The people right here aren't going to stand for it. And I sure as hell am not going to. And he's not going to. So you get your stuff together. You come on and get us. All right.
All right, there it is.
See, it took two of them. You saw Thunderbolt holding my feet right there. They didn't get a camera shot of Thunderbolt was holding my feet the whole time where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't kick him. I couldn't do anything. But listen, let me tell you. Come here, Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher, from now on, everywhere I go, I'm going to have me a bodyguard. Like I said, Ole Anderson, in this briefcase, baby, I've got two men's names. They are big and they are bad. And when the time's right, I'm going to unleash them on you and Thunderbolt Patterson. It was two of them holding my feet, baby.
Would you care to apologize, sir?
I'm not apologizing to anybody. If I had my karate belt on, they wouldn't have done it to me. But from now on, I'm going to pay them back, and that's a promise. It took two of them to jump me. Not one, but two. The camera didn't pick up Thunderbolt Patterson holding my feet, and you know it, Gordon. Come on, guys, come on.
Brother, you talk about a patent prevaricator. That man is indeed. He has a marked propensity for prevarication. Well, the assassin and Abdullah the Butcher moving out against Darren Smith and Terry Ellis. One fall television time remaining, and brother, they made short work of dropping those two out of the ring.
This is what it's going to be like from now on, baby. Whenever you get anybody in the first family, like I said, I have a lot of money and I have a lot of connections. Ole Anderson, you and Thunderbolt Patterson will never lay a hand on me again, and that's a promise.
Well, all right, it's Abdullah the Butcher now. There's Terry Ellis back in the ring, and it's Abdullah the Butcher. Wow, caught him with a shoulder smash, drove him back into the ropes. Terry Ellis in a lot of trouble. Another headbutt that puts Ellis back to the canvas. Darren Smith outside the ring, so it's the assassin and Abdullah the Butcher. Another headbutt by Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher, the wild man from the Sudan. Over 400 pounds, and brother, he is just as mean as he is big. Now the assassin moves in, and he is a very thorough competitor. High backdrop on Ellis.
Where's Thunderbolt now? Where's Ole Anderson now? Where's Valiant? Where's Lawler? Where's everybody? Bring Brad Armstrong. Brad hangs some paper on, baby. Garvin. Like I said before, baby, I'm here to stay. I'm not going to be playing around out here, baby. I've got money. I've got connections. I've got everything. Gordon Solie, I promise you, you tried my patience today. You had really tried my patience. And last week, you didn't even jump in to help me. 2-on-1. And what did you do? You stood over here hiding behind this desk. It's never going to happen to me again, and that's a promise. Mark my words on it. That's a promise.
My position, Mr. Hart, is an impartial observer. I'm not sure Mr. Hart would understand what I said, but nonetheless, Ellis makes the tag now with Darren Smith. Darren Smith moving in against a very formidable individual, an awesome man, Abdullah the Butcher. And again, Abdullah the Butcher puts Darren Smith back to the canvas. He has caught him several times in the throat, now makes the tag with the assassin. Assassin moves in, uses the back of the elbow very effectively. The assassin brings him up. A backbreaker. Brings him back up once again. Makes the tag with Abdullah the Butcher. Drops him to the canvas. He's got him trapped. The count is on. Ooh. 400 pounds crashing down on Darren Smith. Doesn't allow the pin. The man obviously is beaten. And it's Abdullah the Butcher. Again, crashing down into the throat and the head of Darren Smith. It's all over. It is all over. No opportunity at all for Darren Smith there.